Good morning, and this is the 4-minute morning for today's video, which will be that of 5 crypto codes on Cryptopia that are currently priced under 100 Satoshi that may have the potential for some large gains, sort of like Nullix has been experiencing. To be able to get in at this anywhere under the 100 level, it was as low as 26 in here. And then this move higher got above 1300. So in 6 weeks, that's about a 50x gain. That's the type of targets that you're looking for by buying these cheaps. You can hodl. Those who hodled it back here, well, it took you a few years even, but you got your gains. Verge, more commonly known, this was one that had the situation in which was at the well under 100, but close to such in the 2016 year. Then last year it goes to 1, and then as we end last year into this year, it goes over 1,000. A 1,000x gain. How you doing? So then, now let's go over the 5 different codes. Big time in this video, everything is within your own risk, own reward. These are most certainly high risk, high reward plays. So DentaCoin will be the first on the list, but they're all going to come in no particular order. So let's get started with, of course, DCN. And this one is trading at 10 and 11 Satoshi, which means that you're buying at 11, you're selling at 10. These are price quotes a little after 8 a.m. on today's time frame. So this is a situation which had this big move in here. Percentage-wise anyway, and it's not as volatile as some other ones, but it always has the potential to be so after it has big moves. But it has had an interesting situation where it had the sideways move, good rally here, come back with the higher low, and it's been holding around this little point. So this thing could definitely have decent gains, but not one of my favorites on here, but one of my more favorite setups, even though the next 2 are pretty decent as well. As OPC is trading at the 58.59 Satoshi level. And throughout the earlier part of the year, January into February, for about a week or 2, it congested in the 480s price range. Lots of opportunity to sell any decent rallies as it came from 200. But the fall from 480s went down to about 15 Satoshi. These are wild moves. Not too hyper, as we'll see soon, but definitely wild and not tame, just a little. This level of resistance, little uptrend line. You know what? This thing has decent potential, but the whole key thing is, last year, we've seen how alternate coins all rally together. We've seen them all sell off together this year. If we get a situation where altcoins go up big together, there's a good chance you might see 4, 10, 20, 40x gains with some of these coins. Maybe not 40, but maybe so as well. Next one. And this is the hyper one, because it's called Hyperstake, code HYP, currently at the 50.51 Satoshi. It was over 7,500. It went to 1. This is 10. This is 100. This is 1,000. So here we are at 100 with multiple resistance. You know what? This thing has the potential to maybe get a nice 17, 30, 40x gain as we head on. The next one. This one's still in a downtrend, but it was at 100 at this low, about 600-ish or so. Now it's down to about 30. If it does go, well, if it gets back to where it came from, it needs a 20x gain from where it stands. Final coin. And this is CryptoJax. It's been around for a long time. This is data going back to 2016. But when the market rallied at the end of last year with everything else like I'm stating, here we are going from about a couple Satoshi to 100, now back down to, well, 8 and 9. It's got a little bit of a downtrend. Maybe it might fall to about 5 or 6 bullishly, but again, if the markets all go up together, you could have some wild moves that could occur. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.